Hello, hello, rusty pigeons. Hope you're doing fine. Today we will have a look at an Anvil Arrow, a nimble light fighter who got hit by a Coronal Flare in the Pyro system. So I didn't know it was going to happen, of course, but I just wanted to take this little nice plane out for a test drive in the Pyro system. But the system had other plans. But we will have a look at it and discuss what you can do or how you can save yourself in such an event. Just starting up the systems, of course. Lights on, a little bit of elevation. Retract the landing gear, also folding down the wings. The Anvil Arrow is a foldable light fighter who can be placed also in hangars of other ships. So, okay, let's go. Just have a little look at the spaceport, the new spaceport. I think if you have a closer look at these spaceports in Pyro, they all tell a story. One is hit by a big asteroid. The other one is hit by little asteroids and debris is floating out or taken out by the vacuum of space or some sort. They look really rusty. So yeah, rusty pigeon. I like rust, of course. Oh man, it's always nice to see the little thrusters. You have the big main thruster at the back and the four smaller thrusters at the top of the airplane. Every time you pitch, you turn left or right, you will see the thrusters work. So if the thrusters are hit or shoot off, or you got a malfunction, you can steer as much anymore. Okay, here it says solar flare imminent. So I got this message on my screen with the sound. I was just trying to quantum jump to another system or another planet, not a system because we are in Pyro, the system, but another planet. And I realized I was flying to Pyro, but Pyro is of course the big star in the middle. Here again, solar anomalation detected. Proceed with caution. So I was thinking, okay, what to do? Turn back to the station, go into the station. Will I be on time? When does it hit? So all these questions were in my head at the moment, but I was thinking, okay, let's fly away and hope I can land somewhere and be safe in my cockpit, because I heard stories of people who are on the surface of a planet and got hit by such a flare and they were very badly injured or even death. So I had the first person look on, of course, because I was very curious. The star is already getting brighter, I think, in this image. So I was just quantum traveling away from it. Yeah, what would you do? Solar anomaly detected again. Damn. Well, at what time? What does it do? I didn't know. It was the first time it hit me. Also, this Arrow, Anvil Arrow, is a small plane, so you don't have a cabin inside or a bed so that you can log out or something. So it just experience it, I think. So I stopped the quantum leap, and these messages are coming quickly on my screen, time after time, more quickly. So I decided just to stop. Have a little look at the quantum points that I could jump to, but wasn't convinced enough that I would be in time, and also that it probably won't be a good idea to be in a quantum drive when the solar flare hits. So what to do? I thought maybe I just have to face my own death. Put down the ship systems, put down the power of the ship, so it's just floating in space, and hope that the canopy or the structure of the ship will protect me. But we will see. Of course, you did already see that that this movie is much longer than a few minutes, so I will probably not die, but very interesting at this point to see what it does. Also beautiful environments, these gas clouds with debris in it. Just looking for a good angle, and now it says mass corona ejection detected. So it's getting much brighter. All the systems are scrambling. So I think if I was flying, it will throw me off course or just shut down the systems and you are tumbling into space or something. I don't know. What a bright light. So it's radiation or something that the star is emitting. So I think you will be cooked alive. It's like a big microwave. Whoa, heavy flash. Okay, now it's a little less brighter again. So I think that was the only flash. Maybe there's more. The systems are still scrambling. Just had a look in the cockpit if there are any leaks or damage. I still are on full health, so the structure protected me. But what to do now? Just sit it out? I don't know. How long does it take? This total, emitting of this burst, this energy burst. Just had a look at this small little plane Arrow. It flies really well. It's also in the starter package, I believe. It's about 100 euros, I think, 101 or dollars. Of course, it's a fighter, so you don't have much other to do than traveling or just dogfighting, PvPing, or just do some. Not bounty hunting, of course, because you need people alive in cryopods, but maybe you shoot and kill them. I had a look at my Moby glass, but it was still scrambled also, so it's really difficult to read. I was trying to start jump the Arrow, so the power was on, but you see all my HUD-up displays. My HUD is really scrambled. I was looking outside. Just had a look at the engine. It was working fine, I think. There are no glittering or flaring or the weapon systems checked. The star is still shining very bright, of course. Okay, try to quantum jump maybe. If it's going to work, of course. So I was just sitting out this flare, but it was good to know that you are protected by your ship. If you put down the power, just wait it out, and then make a plan afterwards. I couldn't aim the quantum jump targets in my head-up display very good, so I went back to the Moby glass and just selected the system or the planet that I wanted to travel to, but I couldn't see it. It was very close to the star, to Pyro itself. So I found it. I heard up the spooling of the quantum drive and just decided to go. Maybe if I went closer, I would burn or something, but it was worth a try. But another thing happened, because when I was traveling, still in the emitting of this energy, the systems are still scrambling. But then there was the small planet that I was jumping to. Really cool. I am at the backside of this planet. So the planet is in between me and the solar flare, the star Pyro. And you see my head-up display is really fine. So you can take cover behind planets at dark sides of moons or planets. But be cautious, maybe also big asteroids or something, I don't know. Then I spotted a space station that I never went before. So I tried to jump at it. And immediately when I was hit by the solar flare again, all my systems are scrambled. I was just flying straight. So everything worked well, I think. Also the normal flying worked well, not only the jumping. And I went to this massive space station. It's also a starting station if you are coming to Pyro or in this test area of Pyro. I have a closer look. I think it's obituary. And now it says flare levels are at an acceptable levels. Rough and ready controlled area. But the flare levels are acceptable, so danger is gone. Maybe there was danger at the space station because rough and rumbled, or what did it said? I just contacted. I used Alt-N to contact the landing pad, and I was clear. I had clearance to land, but I just had to look at this beautiful view. This is an immense structure. Also another space station that was hanging apart by cables and steel beams. Really impressive what CIG had managed to take this system to the next level, to build in these stories. Really good. These stories, these environments tell you stories, I think. So I was just looking at the hangar, but it was the first time. So down there were some turrets. I had to look out for some beams. Then I was again looking at this damn star. So I couldn't orientate very much, but it was lower. The marker was lower. I put on my light. I had a little bit of elevation down. Elevation is only up, Rusty Pigeon. So I went down and then it hit me. I was upside down. So really cool. You see the vent on top of the door is blowing off. And there is some force field in between the hangar bay and out of space. You see all this smoke coming out of the back of the station also. Really impressive. I don't think we have this in Stanton. It's a very nimble plane, so if you try to pitch or yaw left and right, it will immediately respond. So I put down the landing gear, fold up the wings, and just fly in this hangar. And of course, like every decent pilot does, with grace, store the ship, but also had a little look, of course, in this space station obituary. Just landed the plane. Had a quick look if I could repair, rearm, refuel, and it was the case. So I did it. You can only do it sitting in the chair of your cockpit. And then I decided to go out. Opened the canopy. Climbed out. The hangar doors are closing behind me, and had a look at this space station. I think it looks the same as the one that I departed from. It has a little bit of the same design language. Excuse me. Put on my light because there isn't much light. There are also all over the place. There are these heaters. So I think if they are not working, you will freeze to death in this godforsaken place. This Pyro system. Also the doors are like this meat cleavers or some sort. If they retract or open, it is the sound of like this big knife on a meat cleaver block. Okay, so I had to search for the terminals, but of course the elevators from the landing pads or the landing base are just near the terminals. And I had a look at the fleet manager, the ASOP terminal, and stored the plane. And that was the adventure of being hit by a solar flare. So make use of this information for your own, of course. I'm gladly that I survived and hope you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe and like this, and see you next time. Bye bye.